Hi, thank you for joining me for Gemini's December Tarotscope. December Tarotscope reading, and I've laid out the cards weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are using the Oracle deck called Mystical Wisdom. It is by Gay Guthrie and Josephine Wall. The box looks like this. The tarot cards I'm using are the Celestial Tarot. The box looks like this, and it's by Kay Stevenson and Brian Clark. So that is what we have there, and let's get on with the reading. Okay, the first card up is the Two of Cups, Ursa Major. So this is showing us the she-bear, which is Ursa Major, which is a part of the Big Dipper. So the she-bear is there. This card in this deck is indicating that you are about to experience feelings of a very profound nature, and because of these new feelings, the relationship that you're in or a relationship that you're about to have is going to undergo serious changes, that you are going to explore your relationship in a more profound way, and perhaps share things with your partner that are more profound than before. And then the next card that we have is the Prince of Pentacles. And the Prince of Pentacles is ruled by mutable Earth, which is Virgo, which is a kind of a sister sign to you. You both have the ruling planet Mercury. And so anyway, it's a really beautiful card. It is telling us that you will be doing some sort of training or tutoring. Either you're training someone or you're being trained in order to better appreciate your own skills and gifts, and also to better appreciate the resources at your disposal, so money and your own talents, etc. Also, this could relate to learning more about the healing arts. So you are having a profound experience with a relationship, you're going to be learning, and then we have the Chariot, and the Chariot lets you know that you need to understand that clinging too much to what is comfortable, meaning having too many attachments, is not good and will hold you back. So that the thing that binds you and keeps you from moving forward is actually something within yourself that loves to be attached. So as you learn to let go of attachments and to have a more detached point of view to life, you are able to move forward. Now, in the Rider-Waite deck, these messages are much different for the cards that we're seeing, so just keep an open mind here as I'm reading these. The beginning of the second week starts with Cepheus, the Eight of Cups. So this is a card ruled by the Moon and by Pisces, and usually in the Rider-Waite deck this would be the person who is moving away from a situation, turning his back. It's the cloaked figure turning their back on the Eight Cups in the foreground. In this deck, what they're saying is that you must understand your situation, and you need to come to a moment of clarity where you can let go, where you can walk away from the situation. This card also suggests that in the situation you are in, you need to examine your feelings and see if there isn't some sort of a resolution that would allow you to stay and allow the relationship to transform in some way, which was indicated by card number 1. So this card can be two things. It can be an actual trip where you are going away from your current location and going somewhere else, but it can also be deciding whether to stay or go in a current situation. And in order to stay, you do need to transform your emotional response to that situation. In order to go, you need to be willing to give up that current situation so that you can move on. The second card for the second week is Justice, and this card, of course, is ruled by Libra. And the Libra card is saying that here we need to find the balance. We need to find what exactly is the injustice that has been done, and what can we do to rectify the situation to bring about justice. It is not saying that justice will be done to you. It is saying, how will you help bring about the just action to counteract the unjust action? This is also a card about coming to a crossroads, about balance, about seeing the old versus the new. So in order to bring about a better decision, a just decision, you need to look at what has gone before and decide whether that is a good benchmark or relevant benchmark for what is happening now. It could be that the situation is being judged by others in an old mode, in an old-fashioned point of view or perspective, and that you're bringing a new, more modern perspective to the crossroads. And if that's the case, then you can easily rectify the situation. And then we have the Princess of Cups that talks about the autumn equinox. So again, another Libra reference, another reference to things being balanced, to the dark, to the light, and how things can be balanced. So this again talks about new feelings surrounding a relationship. So it seems that a lot of your cards keep hearkening back to the very first card, which is a revelation or plumbing the depths of your emotions and coming to a more mature understanding of your heart and of your relationship with other people. So you need to look at your relationships, but first you need to look within and look at your heart and see if you have matured, have you moved on. Are there things with your relationships with other people that are childish, that need to be grown up now, that you need to face that you are a more mature person now, and this is going to affect your relationships. In other words, hanging on to relationships because of sentimentality, because you've always had them, or because they're very long-standing, does not necessarily serve you. Hanging on to relationships means that you will have to allow the relationship itself to grow and to mature, which it sounds like right now you are not doing. And then we have the Moon, the High Priestess, at the beginning of the third week. And this is a card about coming to know oneself, coming to understand the secrets that are inherent within one's soul. If you look at this card, you'll see that it is Venus coming up. Venus long ago was revered as Selene, the moon goddess who came out of the ocean, much as Aphrodite was born by rising up on the foam of the sea. So in this card we have the feelings of attachment still, but attachment because of true love, not just fondness, not just sentimentality. The moon asks us to be more aware not only of our emotions, but all feelings, the sensations in our body, the sensations and emotional responses that we have to everyday life, and our moods, our inner life, that as you understand yourself better, you will be able to live your life better. The following card is the Ten of Swords, ruled by air, and this is a card that lets us know that life is about change. The four winds are the winds of change. And as you are buffeted by the winds of change, you begin to understand that your situation is no longer the same situation as it was, say, a few years ago or maybe even a few months ago. So again, we are talking about allowing your understanding of yourself in the world to grow and change. You're not always going to feel the same about the people in your life and the things that you do and the relationships that you have. If you allow change to come into your life, you will live a fuller life, and you will be more fully engaged in your life on an authentic level. if you hang on to things, again, out of sentimentality and childish longing, you won't mature and your life will not progress. You'll stay stuck, and you'll see that relationships and dramas just continue on a pattern, on a loop. They just keep happening and happening and happening, and there's no satisfaction there. You must allow the winds of change to inform your opinions and inform yourself about yourself, so that you understand who you have become, and let your relationships and your situations in life serve you by being more appropriate for who you are now. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So more and more what we're finding with this reading is that it's telling you to progress, to expand. The King of Pentacles is asking you to become more aware of the world around you, more aware of the material things around you, not with a sense of attachment, but with a sense of achievement, of power, of status. Become an entrepreneur, become more enterprising, become more business-minded, become more successful in your life. So the King of Pentacles is giving you a big boost and telling you that you should take the blessings that the universe has given you and use them. Use them to your advantage. The next card is the Five of Swords, Pegasus. This is the picture. So this is a card that is talking about conflict in a much different way. Rational intellect and vulnerability are what come to the surface with this card. However, these enlightened perceptions and farsightedness may be hiding feelings of resignation and uncertainty. And this may put you in conflict with yourself. The clarity of thought in a difficult situation may also hide darker feelings or an underlying sense of vulnerability and uncertainty. So again, know yourself. It's right next to the moon. It's right next to the High Priestess card, which is ruled by the moon. So, oh, did I say that this was the moon? This is the High Priestess card, the one with Selene. But it is still the same message. It is know yourself. Know what is going on in that emotional, deep part of yourself, because this is going to help you with all conflicts. The better you know yourself, the easier it is for you to ferret out those little dark pieces of yourself and deal with them, deal with that shadow work. And then when there is a conflict, you have no hesitation about saying what it is that you want. And then we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands really represents the future and what is coming and what choices you're going to be making. And the creature named at the top of the card is Cetus, which is a sea monster. So this could represent that you're going to have a new venture of some kind, or you're going to start a new course of study, or have even a new relationship, but it's going to change your current routine. The plans that you make now will take you into the action of fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your vision. And you need to have courage and act with bravery to move forward. So this is a little bit like the Chariot, where it's saying, don't be hung up on your attachments, but move forward, move out of just your house and move into the world. And this is also what the King of Pentacles is telling you. Move into the world, be brave, be an entrepreneur, be a business person, and grab the riches that the universe is giving you. And it may bring up, feelings of unworthiness or feelings of vulnerability in some way. That's your challenge, is just dealing with the feelings. But out in the world, you can accomplish a great deal. You can be the King of Pentacles. And the final card is Strength, which is a Leo card. And the Strength card is very interesting in this deck. As you take these steps, if you follow what this reading is telling you, as you take these steps, you're going to find that you do have abilities that you have yet to discover, that you do have literally the strength to go out into the world and have the courage to accept your feelings and even your dark feelings. Some of the things that we need to learn, and this is why the Five of Swords is here, are that dark feelings and feelings of vulnerability and even feelings of shame that we have may be about things that are parts of ourselves that we should just learn to accept and not feel shame or guilt about them, or embarrassment or whatever. Not feel like that's a failing in us, but it's just us. So grabbing who you really are, understanding who you really are, accepting oneself for who you really are. Go ahead and change your image of yourself. Use the winds of change to change how you're feeling about yourself, and accept that there is new challenges out there for you, and go for it. Walk out there. You're the only you that there is on the planet right now. So you go out there, go for it, and use the strength that you're finding to change the world, or to change your position in the world, or to change the company that you're in. You have big things ahead of you this month, Gemini, not the least of which is just discovering the part of yourself that you have yet to accept. There are things about yourself that you have yet to accept, that you need to accept in order to move on and make progress in life. So Gemini, this is my prayer for you, that you can accept these things in your life and you can move on. Now, this is just the tarot portion of the reading. Let's do the oracle card now. The oracle card says, knowledge, seek knowledge. Very pretty card there, and let's read about that. Knowledge is the most powerful tool that you can use to bring about change to yourself and to the world around you. Building knowledge is an ongoing process with results that will last you a lifetime. No one can take this away from you. Knowledge is the foundation that can provide you with opportunities of fulfillment and freedom to choose your life's paths. It will bring about confidence and clarity, so follow your path with enthusiasm and focus. And your mantra for this month is, knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. Knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. So Gemini, you really have some homework here to do. This is all about, a lot of it is about knowledge of self. So you may be going to school, you may be taking classes, but also along the way, you're going to discover vulnerabilities about yourself that you need to address. You're going to discover places where you're not confident, places where you're overconfident, things that you're afraid of, and you need to address all of them in this whole process of gaining new knowledge. So best of luck to you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of December. Best of luck with all of this. I hope you have great holidays, and I hope this learning, this journey that you're going on is really, really successful. So thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate every one of you as subscribers. And again, great holidays, great month of December, and I'll see you next time.